The Bengals versus the Steelers, the sequel. The last time we saw these two teams play, they played in a Thursday night classic. The Bengals got the win 33-31. Joe Flacco had his coming out party in replace of the injured Joe Burrow. And the assignment is pretty simple for Cincinnati offensively. Get the ball to Jamar, Chase, and T. Higgins and try to put up as many points as possible and pray to the God above that your defense can find a way to get a stop. And I listen, I don't even think God can help out this Cincinnati Bengals defense at this point, man. They're the only team in the past 50 years to lose back-to-back games, averaging 38 points or more, and still lose. Your offense is putting up nearly 40 a game while giving up 40 on defense. And look, the Bengals did kind of strap themselves financially by paying 50% of their salary cap to their top four players. Trey Hendrickson, who is unavailable for this game, Jamar, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow. They made it hard to have enough money to field a competent defense on the field. But that's no excuse. These are professionals. You have a defensive coordinator that is struggling to have success with probably the worst defensive personnel in the league. But there still is no excuse to be giving up 40 a game on defense. And with Trey Hendrickson still being out, the pass rush isn't going to be that good. You're dead last in almost every statistical category, last in points per game, last in yards. You can't stop the run. You can't really do anything. So you need your offense to put up 40. And we know that the Steelers are going to be able to put up points in this game, especially coming off their abysmal performance that they had last week against the Chargers. That is the worst game that Aaron Rodgers has had in his entire career, and he definitely will shake back with how bad Cincinnati's defense is. If you're a Bengals fan, you're saying that the Steelers' defense is just as bad as Cincinnati's. Not really. This defense has made a lot of tweaks ever since the last matchup. They recently signed Asante Samuel. He currently got signed on to the practice squad. Don't know how long that's going to last because they need that brother out there immediately with the injury to Darius Slay and how that other cornerback spot on the opposite side of Joey Porter Jr. has just been barbecue chicken, all-you-can-eat buffet. They moved Jalen Ramsey to safety, and they traded for Kyle Duggar, who has been pretty good. So the secondary, the defense overall, has played much better than what it did the last time Cincinnati went up against the Steelers defense. TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, they have awoken from whatever slumber that they were in before. And that pass rush is probably going to be the difference. And the Steelers being able to walk away with the win in this game. The Steelers just have a more trustworthy defense. Even if you're still not that high on Pittsburgh's defense, I think we can all agree that we trust this defense to get more stops than what Cincinnati's defense is capable of. And Chase Brown won't be as effective in this game as what he was in the last matchup. He had an underrated performance. He was averaging nearly 10 yards per touch, and he had over 100 yards on the ground. We saw a Steelers defense that a few weeks ago shut down the front runner for MVP and Jonathan Taylor. And they also did a pretty good job of slowing down the Chargers rushing attack last week. They held them to under 4 yards per carry. So this is not the same Steelers defense that we saw Joe Flacco go off against in their Thursday night classic. I'm taking the Steelers 31-27. I still expect for Cincinnati's offense to put up points because it's hard to stop Jamar, Chase, and T. Higgins. Joe Flacco has been playing as good as what you could ever expect for a backup quarterback to play. But I think the Steelers are good for a few key stops, especially late in this game. They get the win. I'm going to take Cincinnati to cover that plus 5.5, though.